Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Craver. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running it to the right. Oh, he's got some space. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Unloads it downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Under fire. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It will be just inside the 35-yard line. Back to throw, it's Carr. Got his man downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football. And we've seen them in recent years get to the playoff. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't been able to pull it off. For this program to take the next step, they have to be more consistent and dynamic in the explosive passing game, and I think this guy gives them the opportunity to take the program to the next level.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Finds his tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback, after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Pulls it in. There he goes. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And these are the plays that defenses talk about, man. These are the ones that get you in those situations where you can win. You've given up some yards on this drive, but it doesn't matter. When you play great job on 2nd down and force the passing situation, now, man, you get that dime package ready, you get that pass rush package ready, and you're ready to go get the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggie. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Young. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to pass, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes. What a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory. He jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
He'll ride his man on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. on the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Aggies! Excellent pass by the back on the option. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Love. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the quarterback's throwing from the pocket. He's trying to fit that football into a real small window down the middle of the field, and the defender's hit was able to jar the ball loose from the receiver. Great job.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking for a crease. It's Moss. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the Aggies are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the move, he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion.
Breaks into the open. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Get things started on this drive from the 24. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds the tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Here comes the option. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Notre Dame now facing third and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Powers through the defender. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On third down, going up top. Grab near the marker. It's Fields. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Pressure's there and he lets it go. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Gets the back moving. Direct snap. It's Fields. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. Stop just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Gives it on the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They're trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan. They're executing beautifully.
To the air, it's Reed. Going for the screen. Oh, and he intercepts it. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Irish. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Well, the QB was trying to throw it to his running back behind the line of scrimmage. He never saw the defender. That was as easy a pick six as that guy is ever going to score.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up 14 over Penn State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Trying to get the corner. Makes him talk to the hand. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there with the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, get a nice positive game in the toss back.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught close to the marker, it's Bussey. At midfield, he's got room. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. On the move, it's Moss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. It's not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Makes the grab on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Quarterback running on the draw. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The short hands, it's Pauly. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. And then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Pauly. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down at the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
quick completion on the out. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Going up top again. Keeps looking downfield. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Fields. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Price. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Quick strike through the air for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He'll bring it out. It's Craver. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw. It's Reed. Unloads it left. It's caught. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. It's caught downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. To the air on first down. Looking for the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll open the second half on the ground. At the 35, he's loose. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Going the other way, and he's got room. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can this guy do?
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up by 21 over Penn State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. On the direct snap. It's Fields. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. To the air, it's Reed. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Tight end now in motion. QB draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they're after him. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nice move to keep running. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Has to get there to move the sticks. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Card in the backfield. It's Armstrong. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Moves away as he feels pressure. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Quarterback keeps it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, they try to go quarterback designed run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. near the sticks. It's Price. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be
turning it on. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
On the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making the play.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
On the option. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. Gets away from one. He's got space. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Give to the single back. Makes a man miss. Touchdown, Aggies! And the route is on. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Ready to try the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. On the run, it's Price. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Release to the back. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Tries again to get it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
Play the analytics here. You go for 2. He wants to throw it. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Kramer. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Quarterback keeps it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Takes the easy one to the back. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Leaves it with the back. Ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and it's going forward, and he's loose. Touchdown, Aggies. And the punishment has been extended. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Never quit on a play because you never know what will happen. How about him breaking the long run? I love the effort by the defense. Trailing him, getting there, and then they get to him and they make the big fumble. But how about the lucky break? The bounce towards the offensive player. He's it up, rolls into the end zone. What a big momentum-changing play.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Back to throw, it's Reed. Fires left. Got his man. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He's got it on the right. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Western Michigan was far from the friendly confines of Kalamazoo, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The short hands, it's Pauling. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He rifles one deep down the middle. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll move the tight end. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Sets up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Aggies are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. You got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football, but there's definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line.